of freshman advice. Like, I got y'all, for real. This is the stuff that they don't tell y'all in the other videos, because I'm keeping it 110. Inevitable. Like, there's no way you can get around it. Just like words get around y'all, pictures get around. I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Basically, don't even say nothing, because they're going to use that against you. Like, your input will be used against you. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Kyla. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you tips on how to survive high school and what not to do, basically. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Congratulations to all my upcoming freshmen. I'm going to let you know how to start the year off right. So in my notes, I have a lot, and I mean a lot, of freshman advice. Like, I got y'all, for real. This is the stuff that they don't tell y'all in the other videos, because I'm keeping it 110. So I'm just going to hop right into it. Like, there's not too much to talk about. You know why you're here. Let's just get straight into it. So the first category I have is general information. First off, don't stress it too much, y'all. Like, really don't stress it too much. Going to high school is just it's literally going to another grade. So like how you went from 7th to 8th grade, it's just the workload is a little bit more, maybe a little bit harder. But high school, it's just a different name. You're still going to school. It's all school at the end of the day. So don't overthink it and don't stress yourself. Don't really worry too hard about it, because you'll be fine. First impressions matter, y'all. I cannot stress this enough. First impressions matter. So if you're walking into the school and you have like a stink face, you're not gonna really look approachable. Maybe that's what you want. Hey, I don't know if that's how you want people to know you, but like, I'm saying it like the way that people see you the first time is the way that they're gonna know you. So it's just like, if you come in there and you're not smelling the best, that's how you're gonna be known. They're gonna be like, oh, she stink. Like, don't. And it's not even just about the outside. It's also like your personality. Like, people's first impressions of your character is going to stick on them. So if somebody tries to come up to you like, oh, hey, you're really pretty, you're like, thank you. Never mind. Never mind. Y'all, please keep your hygiene on point. I cannot. Like, y'all, please keep your hygiene on point. Or if you forget to put deodorant on in the morning, keep an emergency kit in your locker. Speaking of emergency kits, stay tuned for that video. Like, just ask. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. I'd rather you ask me, do I have deodorant, than you smell like gyros all day. Like, and especially like my school is really small. Like, really small. Like, I can literally name everybody in the high school. So if you smell like something and you're walking around going to class, the whole school is going to smell like that. You don't want that for yourself. You really don't. Keep your priorities straight. I know this is kind of like a cliche, like, oh, everybody says this. Y'all, keep your priorities straight, because you'll see why. I'm gonna get more into it with the other categories, but just keep your priorities straight. Like, know what deserves your attention and what doesn't. Something that I feel like the other channels brought up, but they didn't really go into: drama. Drama is inevitable. Like, there's no way you can get around it. Whether it's between your friend groups or it's one-on-one, like, people are gonna talk. Know what's worth giving your attention to and what's not. Like, if somebody's talking about you, don't even say nothing, because they're going to use that against you. Like, your input will be used against you. Like, if there's drama going on between your friend and somebody else, just like, don't even pick sides. Like, don't make it seem like they're trying to snake your friend out, but don't pick sides, because then it's going to be like, don't even like try to get in the middle. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Just be prepared, because there will be drama. It's high school. And I'm not saying high school is like High School Musical. Just be prepared, y'all. Basically, just sit back and observe. Like, even if it's between your friends and somebody else, don't even, like, just stay in your lane. Just worry about you. At the end of the day, I'm worried about me, because my friend, it don't matter if I boot for her or not. I'm the one here. Because if she get in trouble, then I'm going to get in trouble. Just leave it alone. So saying don't be involved in drama, I think you should be involved in everything else. Whether it's trying out for that sport that you've been too scared to try out for, going to games, going to pep rallies, go to school dances. Even if it's not your school, go to other school dances. I have plenty of examples. Me and my friends went to multiple dances that weren't our school's dances and had a great time. Just branch out. I feel like freshman year is the year that you'll be able to like test, kind of. Not really test in like the academic side of it, but you'll be able to see what you like and what you don't like about high school, because you don't want to be a junior or sophomore, even a senior, trying to figure out like, okay, like what's really good. If you tried out freshman year, then you'll know for the years to come. Basically, don't let your fear of looking dumb stop you from going places that you want to go. It don't matter if 2 people is going, just go. So now that that is all over and done with, we're going to talk about the workload. I cannot stress this enough, y'all, because it's something that I have struggled with. I say I got better with it in high school, but do not procrastinate, y'all. I swear, please don't procrastinate, because it's easy to fall behind and it's hard to catch up. I promise y'all that. Especially if your school moves as fast as mine. I go to a college prep school, so it's like, I'm not saying that you have to be focused on school, but don't put your work on the back burner. Like, don't put it on the back of your mind like, oh, I'll have time, because in reality you really don't. I'm not trying to scare y'all, but just be on top of it. If you're on top of it, you have no reason to be scared. You have no reason to worry. My recommendation is that you do your assignments the day that you get them. Like, even start in class. Like, if you finish the assignment the day of, you won't have to worry about it. For me, I can't speak for everybody's school, I can't speak for everybody's classes, but for me, it's you get the assignment, then you have a day and it's due the day. So I have 2 days to do the assignment, so that's why I say do it the day of, so you really don't have to worry about it. You could just move on to other things that need your attention. Use your study halls and work periods, y'all. If you want, that's like another thing, staying on top of your work. If you get that assignment, you have a double study hall, 1 study hall that day, finish it. Just get it done. Like, you're gonna have to do it at some point unless you don't do your work, and I recommend you start. Or if a teacher gives you a free period during when you're supposed to have class time, that is a blessing. A blessing, y'all. You shouldn't. Don't be like, okay, now I get to catch up in the group chat. No, you don't. Freshman year counts. It very much does count. If it didn't count, you wouldn't have to do it. Freshman year counts, y'all. And I feel like, is my camera lowering or am I tweaking? I think I'm tweaking. I've been moving so much. But anyways, like I was saying, freshman year counts. It's pass or fail. There's no in between. Teachers are less lenient with you in high school than they are in middle school, because it's like, all right, you're getting older, you're maturing, you don't need that extra time. Where's my paper? And now, I'm not gonna say you won't get extra credit, because depending on your school, you might get extra credit, you might not. But don't think you're gonna get extra credit and just throw your grade away because you think like, oh, there's gonna be extra credit, because just in case, because teachers they be wishy-washy, I'm not gonna lie. Try your best to keep your grades high. Even if your grades weren't the best or aren't the best in the beginning of the school year, try to like boost your grades, or like do whatever you can to get your grades higher, build them up going through high school, but try to keep a good GPA in freshman year, because like your GPA doesn't reset every year, y'all. So it's like, not only will that look good, like show your work ethic in high school, but when it's time to apply for colleges, they'll see like, okay, they know how to bring themselves up. Like, it shows your work ethic. So I'd say if your grades aren't the best, it's not the end of the world. Just work to get them to your goal. On top of all of that, because I know that was a lot, don't overwork yourself, because you will burn out. Like, I know so many people who have burnt themselves out because they're just trying to be the best student ever. Like, they're doing this class at the same time. Like, they're just not giving themselves any attention. I say, as much as you put your schoolwork first, like when you're at home, put yourself first, but also still do your work. Like, don't overdo it. Like, you'll know when it's enough. You'll know when it's enough, because I didn't know when it was enough. I did it. I did it. It was bad. So just know when it's enough. Know when you're like, all right, let me chill out for a second. All right, y'all, now I'm gonna kind of break down the classes, tell you just what you need to do to make sure, like I'm telling y'all, like, keep good grades, but now I'm gonna tell y'all how to do that. So for English, do your reading assignments. Like, if you have to read, just read. Do your essay planning, whatever it is, just do your assignment. Do what you have to do for that class. And I'm not saying it's the end of the world if you don't, because there are resources online. And I'm not saying cheat, but it's resources. You're just using your resources. But don't not do your assignment just because you know, like, okay, I could get it offline. Just do it first. I'd say do it, then you could check it maybe. And if you do use the resources online, please paraphrase, because we don't want you getting caught for plagiarism. That's what I'd say for English. Just do the reading that you have to do the annotating that you have to do, all of that, just get it done. For math, okay, so you could either be going into Algebra 1, Geometry, or even Algebra 2. I'd say please pay attention and please take notes. The way that my school moves, if you miss a day, you're a whole lesson or two behind. So if it's like, if you're not paying attention, if you're daydreaming, I get it, but just try to reel yourself back in, because you can fall behind quicker than you know. So math is not easy for everybody, so don't be afraid to ask questions, or like don't be embarrassed if you have a question that maybe somebody else doesn't have. Just help yourself. Help yourself. Your teacher is there to help you. Get that help that you need if you need it. So for your language, I'm just going to use Spanish as an example, because now I'm going into Spanish 3. Practice. I'd say like practice, because I've actually gotten good at Spanish, like hola, como estás for me. I say practice because I feel like it's one thing to just do the work and get it done. I feel like it's a whole nother thing to understand and like be able to comprehend what's going on in the class. And when you have to take the final, when it comes time for the final, you're gonna, if you understand what it's like, what you're reading, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, boom. Like it's way easier if you just practice, understand, comprehend. Yeah. So for like science class or like biology, so my school does it backwards. This year I took physics. This is my physics book that I had. College physics, y'all. It was a time. So I think like other high schools do biology first, and physics is like a senior class. I'm not really sure, but if you have bio, well, next year I'm going into chemistry. So if you have bio or if you have physics, just pay attention. Please pay attention. Take notes. Take notes. You need to understand what's going on. Get a tutor. Like I had met with a tutor for physics, because physics is just a whole bunch of nonsense. Like y'all, it's literally like, I don't even want to talk about physics because I don't want y'all worrying about my problems.
Ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I'm just happy that I got out of there. I did the final. I did good in that class. Worry about it when the time comes. That's all I'm gonna say. But as for right now, when you start that science class, whatever it is, if it's just science, just pay attention and take notes. For me, I use my iPad for everything. I have an iPad Pro and an Apple Pencil, so I take notes on there, and it makes it easier for me to have the images and like be able to just make sure that you take quality notes that are good to check back to. History. Please take notes, and take some more notes. Y'all, when it comes time for studying, if you have a test, if you have a final, I promise y'all the best resource that you'll have is your notes. Like highlight key details, because then you'll just know what to look at. Make Quizlets for yourself. Make like use other people's quizzes, make flashcards. Like I promise y'all, for me, history, this year I had world history. I don't have like current history until my junior year. I'm going into my sophomore year. History is about memorization, and I don't have a photographic memory, so take them notes and make them pretty, like seriously. Now we're going to move into the friends and social aspect of it. It's okay not to be friends with everybody. Like not everybody's going to want to be your friend. You're not going to want to be everybody's friend. Try to see everybody's character before choosing your circle. Like if this is your first year at a new school, don't just jump into a circle, because one, you really don't know them people, and two, you're going to like kind of just be glued to them because you didn't take the time to get to know anybody else. So maybe like jump around, see, not jump around, like even just stay to yourself for the first couple days, maybe the first week, whatever, so you can see like, all right, I like that person, or their vibe seems off. I'm not even about to put myself in that. Don't tell nobody your business, like your personal business, unless you know for a fact, like 100% that you could trust that person, because it will get around, or they will use it against you when it comes time. If you tell somebody something and you be like, oh, don't tell nobody, they already know who they're about to tell. It's really not worth it. Just don't even tell nobody your business, and it's going to just start a whole bunch of rumors because somebody's going to tell it wrong, and it's just like, One thing that I would say is important is don't change yourself to fit in. Like if you're friends with somebody and they're trying to make you or persuade you to do something out of your character, like if they're smoking or having sex or skipping class, and you're like, no, I don't do that, and they're like, oh, you're lame, you're this, you're that, all right, let me be that. Like if they get caught and I'm with them, it's not even just about, oh wait, it's them, because now I'm there too. So it's like, just be yourself. You don't have to change yourself to fit into a certain group. You don't have to change yourself to fit into a certain crowd. If your friend is acting out of the ordinary or being weird to you, believe them the first time. That's their true colors. I don't care what nobody say. If your friend is talking about you and you find out, or if your friend is, I feel like if your friend is talking about other people to you, why don't you believe they'll talk about you to other people? It's like, believe them the first time. If they're gossiping every single day, y'all don't bond over nothing but talking about people, that's them. If you're falling out with your friends and they start spreading your business that you told them, don't try to rekindle that friendship, because y'all, I promise you, like, I'm not saying it's bad to talk it out, because sometimes they think like, oh, I really didn't do nothing wrong, but other times it's like, oh no, I know what I did, but I'm gonna make you think that we're cool again just so I can do it again. Again, be careful about who you choose to be friends with. I mean, if you're into that messy drama lifestyle, that's you, babe. You got it. You got it. There is a place and there is a time for everything, y'all. Like, don't act out in front of certain people just for attention. Don't do something out of your character for certain people for attention. Like, it's not that deep. It's really, really, really not that deep. And I'd say, see, this is like, I guess it's kind of like a personal preference, but I feel like it shouldn't be, but whatever. Do not put your boyfriend or your girlfriend over your friendships. Like, don't, and we're gonna get into relationships, don't worry, we're gonna get there. But do not put your boyfriend or your girlfriend up here and your friendships down here. Like, I just think that's not cool. Speaking of that, we're gonna move straight into relationships, because I'm already knowing this is for my girls. Please do not go boy crazy. If you go to co-ed school, there's gonna be plenty of new people. It's 3 new grades above you. Please don't lose your mind over the boys. Please don't. Adding on to that, don't let your relationship be your main priority. It don't matter if you're a boy or a girl. If you only like going to school to see that person and you don't do none of the work in class, you be playing with that person, whatever, 95% of the time y'all's gonna break up. And when y'all do break up, it's going to ruin your life. Like, you're gonna be down in the dumps. It's literally like your demise. It's your downfall. Don't put that person on such a high pedestal to where it's like they can change your whole mood if something were to happen, because then it's gonna reflect in your grades. And we don't want that over here. Keep your priorities straight. Like I was saying, this is you, this is your lane. Let them people, just don't. If you are going to be in a relationship, don't tell everybody your business, because then people's gonna know like all of y'all drama. People gonna know when y'all break up, when y'all make up, when y'all do this, when y'all do that, everything in between. And you really don't want that, because like I said, stuff gets around easy. You could tell one person and all of a sudden this whole friend group knows. So it's like, I'd say keep a private but not a secret relationship. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like people know we're dating, but y'all don't know none of our business. But yeah, that's basically what I gotta say for that part. And adding on to those 2 things, don't let your partner run all over you. Like, please be self-aware. Don't be in your delusions. Like, just know if they're trying to run game. Like, basically, if they're trying to run game. One that I feel like is very important, just like words get around, y'all, pictures get around. Do not send nude photos of your body to nobody, y'all, because somebody else will see it. They'll take a screenshot. Please respect y'all bodies enough to not do that, because like I was saying, words get around, so do pictures. Literally like the same. Respect your body, respect yourself. If you're being pressured into doing that, no, did it. Like, that's so dead. Just don't let them use you. Like, don't let them pressure you into doing something that you're uncomfortable with, because I swear y'all, these boys, that's what they be doing. I mean, and girls, I know girls like that. Like, some people just want one thing, y'all, one thing. We know it's not that hard. Be self-aware. If this boy is like, oh no, you don't love me because you're not trying to let me see your body, guess not. Adding on to that, I guess, like, just don't be fast. Like, I mean, if that's what you want to do, if you want to lose your virginity, you could lose it. Because like, I'm not the one telling you like how to live your life, but y'all, you don't want to be 14, 15, 16 and pregnant, because you're going to be swole when you get pregnant, and then it's going to turn into a whole nother thing. Like, you have the rest of your life ahead of you. All right, now let's get into teachers, like relationships with teachers, stuff like that. Try to get on your teacher's good side. I'm not saying y'all have to be best friends with your teacher. I'm trying to say just be respectful and appreciative, and just be a good person to your teacher, because even if you don't like the teacher, they're more likely to give you advantages if they know you'll appreciate it, if they like you. Because teachers are just like I'm not gonna lie, y'all, teachers are immature. Like, a lot of teachers, I'm not saying all, I'm saying a lot of them are very immature. They'll be like, you have such a bad attitude, why would I want to give you this? Ma'am, I'm 15. But it's cool. It's cool. You won't have to worry about that problem if you're cool with your teachers. Even if that's just like going to sit in their room sometimes, like just chilling with them. That's like kind of being more friend-ish vibes with your teacher. just basically don't be disrespectful, don't be rude, don't be like trying to talk back all the time, because they're still an adult too. So it's just like, treat your teacher as if they were your parent, is what I'm basically trying to say. Don't waste your time on teachers who you know will be stubborn or won't be willing to hear you out. If you're trying to get on their good side, that's easy. Just be respectful. Like, there's really no good side to them. There's no green flag. It's red or beige, and you want to be in the beige zone. They're rude to everybody. You don't want them to be rude to you. Like, you want them to have like a sweet spot for you. That's basically what I'm trying to say. If you're like paying attention to your teacher's class and you're like not disrespectful, there's no reason for them really not to like you. So, and then the last thing that we're going to talk about is sports. So for all my athletes out there, I'm going to give y'all just like a couple high school tips. Can't really speak for the boys, like football, basketball players, all that. But even if your goal is to go D1, don't let your sports life triumph your academic life, because you'll still need good grades. Like, you can have sports and academics like on the same. Like, don't put sports on a pedestal. Then it's going to be like, okay, my grades are plummeting, but I don't care because I'm excelling in my sport. It's really not going to help you in the long run. Balance your time wisely. One of my best friends, she has basketball practice 5 days a week, and now she has a job and she still has schoolwork. You can spend time practicing, you can spend time working, whatever you have to do, but like, you still have to find time during the day for your schoolwork. So that's also what I'm saying about using your study halls and work periods, because if you do that work, then it'll be out the way. You don't have to worry about it. Know how to balance your time and time management, but just don't overwork yourself, especially going into freshman year. You're only one person and you're not that old. Like, you're still a kid. Don't push yourself too hard. Like, don't burn yourself out, y'all. Be kind to your teammates and your coaches, because you don't want to start unnecessary drama. Somebody's on your team if you really don't care for them, that's cool, but you don't have to start drama with them, because then it's going to go into school, because you still have to see them every day. Try to keep that respect there. And the same thing for coaches, because coaches are also like adults. So and coaches are petty, y'all. So if your coach don't really like you, just know you won't be in the game. You're not going to be in the game. And then the last thing I have to say for this video is, please, if you're in a sport, maintain good hygiene. Like, I said that earlier, but for sports it's different, because you're going to be getting sweaty and you're going to be running back and forth like in front of people playing. Smell good. If you don't have something that you need, if you don't have deodorant or something, ask somebody. It's different if it's like a girl coming on her period, because you can also ask for, but you're not like clean no more, so it's like you can ask for products and stuff, but y'all don't even have to worry about forgetting stuff, because I'm going to come out with a emergency kit video. Basically, emergency kit is stuff that I'm going to get and I'm going to leave it in my locker strictly for school, so I know if I ever forget to do something in the morning, when I get to school, there's no problems. So yeah, just stay tuned for that. That was all of my advice for upcoming freshmen. Shoot, that can really be throughout all of high school. If you have any other tips that you think I forgot, leave them in the comment box down below, and I might make a part 2 if you guys enjoy this video or if it does well. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends who's in your grade, because I know they want to see it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.